Gang, I'm back and I am excited. This is probably one of my best episodes that I've put out as of yet. I can't wait for y'all to watch it. I'm full of energy. I'm full of happiness. I think y'all like it, alright? I want y'all to pass it along. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And if you haven't commented, please start engaging with me. I want to know what you think. I need feedback. Give me your feedback. I want it, okay? In this episode, I stretched it enough to get it to where I wanted to get it to. But most importantly, we're going to go into the stairs, okay? Finishing up the stairs. I already told y'all it's going to take me longer than what I thought, alright? So that's what I learned about this project. This is probably my first big project when dealing with this home. Let me just put emphasis on that. So, you guys are getting every little detail, or a lot of detail when it comes to this stairs or this project, which is what I wanted to do. That's the point of this channel, is to give detail about certain things, because as we know, a lot of times when we watching our videos, they fast, they quick, they easy, but they're not always as detailed as what I think I would want to see, especially as a beginner, somebody just starting out, or someone that's just trying to learn about homes. So it's all about the stairs on this video. It's all about what I did to fix up certain parts of the stairs. It's not, you know what, I'm not gonna give it away. Watch it to the end, y'all. I'll be back. Alright, gang, y'all, we downstairs. Alright, so I'm gonna show y'all real quick what I'm about to do to finish this stairs. I should have showed y'all this already, but just in case I didn't, to refresh memory. This right here, I gotta cover this with this. I spray painted this black, and then I put it on. I put it on every stair, right? Okay, so it's almost done. I just gotta do this. Now this is so small, I'm gonna show y'all what I use. This right here. Alright, this long little piece is what I use. I went to Home Depot and grabbed it. Put it about right here, and spray painted it. Real quick, gang. What I'm gonna do with this, like I did the rest of them, I'm gonna cut this in half. I think I cut the rest of them in pieces, but this I'm gonna cut in half because I know for a fact I'm technically supposed to measure it, add it up, then cut it. But for some reason, I don't get that as accurate as I should. Like I said, I haven't been doing this for a long time, right? So I'm gonna just cut it in half, eyeball it, cut it in half, spray paint it, go from there. Okay, that gap is very small. So from there, I measure it down, cut it once the black paint dry. Alright, so let's get to it, gang. I'm gonna cut it with a blade. I really probably don't have to cut no more. I mean, once you get the slit in it, I think it's pretty much a break. And then I should be able to, no, it ain't perfect, it's good enough. I'll take this one, push this one over to the side. If I need it, I'll use it. Line it up on there. Now, last time, gang, I didn't get it as perfectly as I wanted to, which you're not gonna notice. I think I'm gonna gloss the stairs afterwards. But anyway, I'm really supposed to be doing this outside. Alright, gang, I don't want to stay down here too long because I don't want to inhale them fumes. I'm just going to show y'all real quick. I'm going upstairs. When it's dry, I'm going to measure it, chop it down. Y'all going to see the process. I'm going to nail it to the floor. And then we're going to finish up the basement. Probably going to paint on the sides. As y'all can see, I need to paint. Everything like that. Get it real nice. And then I'm going to show y'all the finished project. But real quick, let's look at it. There y'all go. If y'all see me hear me breathing funny, it's because I'm trying to not to inhale it. So I'm pushing it out. Alright, I'll see y'all in a minute. We're back. Alright gang, so in this case, as y'all can see, it was like a 1.1. I think that's what you call it. It went a little over the 1. I feel like I should give myself a little bit of room. Okay gang, so we got all of our measurements, alright? So we gonna get the cutting and stick, get the sticking, and then we gonna go from there. Alright, turn up. No, I'm talking. Let's get to work. Alright gang, we good and ready to go. Y'all already know we using this right here. Alright, measurements, alright, 1 through 9. And then you know we're gonna use this on this right here. Okay, and then we're gonna use this to cut this thing up. And then before we do all that, don't forget the nice little Sharpie that I'm going to put inside of this white side of this piece. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on that. Real quick DIY gang, I put this paper right here down because, I mean, why scratch up this nice marble table? All right, I'm not trying to cut the table in half with this blade, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Feel me? First one, 1 inch, right? We open this up, we get it to 1. If you need a little more room, then of course, more room, right? Take this here, right here, take it, mark it up. Of course, it's not gonna be perfect because nothing you do is perfect, right? But we do the best we can. And then that's the first mark. What I can do is go through and mark it up and just cut as I go. That might be confusing. So what I'll do with this, I'll go line, then I'll put a 1. And then I'll go to the next line, which is this right here, the half, okay? I probably should have started right here instead of starting right here, but I'm a rookie, y'all. Enough talking, let's get it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you get it. Alright gang, so in this case, as y'all can see, it was like a 1.1. I think that's what you call it. It went a little over the 1. I feel like I should give myself a little bit of room because if I cut it over, that's going to be annoying trying to fit it, trying to cut that plastic. That's some thick plastic. I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to just keep it safe and go with that 1 inch. And of course, I can't do it for all of it. So we got to measure the next one. All right. Real quick gang, since I'm on it, just so you know, okay, so 5/8 and then I put 2 over. That just means I'm going 2 over the line because on some rookie status stuff right now. Not really too fond of how to, you know, I'm not a big math person. Let's just put it like that. So I say a 2 over because I don't know what to call it unless it's labeled, right? So 5/8 and then 2 over mean I'm going 2 up. And then when I say 1 and then 2 over, same thing, okay? And then let's go here where it say a half and then I say 1 under. Then I'm going to the next line under the half on the measuring tape when it comes to making my line, okay? That's all that means. But I need y'all to know my lingo, all right? Let's get back to measuring. Alright y'all, real quick. As y'all can see, I'm not doing a clean job. Alright, y'all just seen that, right? Always issues with stuff, right? Plan B. I'm gonna redo this 9 because this is just too messed up on these edges, see? See these edges? Can't do nothing with it. I'm gonna redo 9. I could save 8. I could save 8 because it went outward. Here. It went outward. And so that's giving me enough room to clean that. I can save 8 and the rest of them. 9, I gotta redo. I'm cool with that. Alright. Live and learn. I'm probably going to get this reciprocating saw and finish it. That seemed like that might be a little too, what's her name? I don't know if I'm feeling that. I don't know if I'm feeling that saw situation. It's probably not going to be a clean cut. I didn't think about this. I didn't think this through very well. I feel like it will be. I feel like it will be. Let's get the saw. Let's get the saw and see what we can do. I don't have a piece of wood to put this saw on. I might end up going outside, or I might be able to do it on the table as long as I don't go all the way through. All right, plan B. let's get to it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Right now, I'm not feeling it because it just got a lot of vibration to it. I feel like it's not gonna be a clean cut. Okay. So I might end up going with this other saw downstairs, and I can't even think of the name of it. But anyway, I might go with another tool, but I'll try it. I don't think it's gonna work based off what I just heard and what I just seen, but it's worth a try. Back to plan A, gang. I was able to cut it and get it a little. That was dangerous, right? I was able to cut it and get it somewhat smooth enough. All right. So this is what I need to do. See that? Okay. I'm gonna have to kind of play mind games with it. Get this right here. Get this number right here. Like for example, this line by this 7, upside down 7, should I say? And then flip it and cut it from this part right here, the top. That's how I did the rest of them. That's how I was able to get it cut. The way I was trying to cut it, I don't know what I was thinking. It's not the right way to do it, and it just is what it is. So I feel like the blade is the best bet because of all that vibration and stuff. I don't have nothing that cut real clean right now other than this blade. So this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna continue to go with this blade. We're just gonna finesse it a little bit and get it right. All right. Patient. One. Alright gang, so patience was the key for this. I probably need to switch out my blade, but I just wanted to get this done because I'm probably not going to use the blade for the rest of the day. So I redid that number 9. So now as y'all can see, we got a way cleaner cut when it comes to this plastic piece. Okay, way cleaner. So it's going to be more of a fit. Now all we got to do is get to it. It's just that simple. We just got to get to it. So I'm going to throw this trash away because I can't use this for nothing. All right. And then I'm going to get to sticking. All right. So I'll be right back with y'all. Real quick, gang. I just ate me some eggs. So excuse me if you see something in my mouth, my teeth. Things happen, right? All right. I got my blades. Excuse me, my blade, you know, utility blades. We about to switch out the blades on the utility blades. So real quick, I'm just gonna show you how to do it on these particular blades because you really just gotta read the instructions. But I did have a little bit of an issue. Hold on, they cutting the grass outside. Let me close the door. All right, so now it's a little more quiet. All right, so I had a little bit of issue with changing this blade only because I wasn't paying attention to the instructions because I'm more of a visual person, but reading is worth it. Real quick, let's change the blade. Real quick, gang, so I tried to flip the blade because as you can see, one side is a little smooth, working real good, right? Can you see that? It's kind of smooth up here, and then it's kind of like rigid right there. I was gonna try to flip it, but I guess this doesn't allow that because when I try to do it, it's not working. So it's giving me a lot of resistance, so it might not be built to do that. So I'm not gonna force it. I think it's more curved on one side and flat on the other to keep it from being used in that way. Probably to keep you to switch that blade out, okay? I'm okay with that. So I am gonna switch the blade out. This blade don't look all that clean, but it looks, you know, it looks good. Let's get back to switching it out. No go for the turning the blade upside down, sorry. Alright gang, so this blade looks like it's been changed. See? You don't really have any ridges in that blade. I mean, it doesn't look the cleanest, but it looks good as far as the sharpness. So I don't have to change that one. It's the only one I needed to change. And I'm gonna dispose of it. They want you to dispose of your blades. I guess this is the right here. See that? It say delete. Can you see that, gang? Alright, so I guess you're supposed to put it up here. That way you're not just putting the blade anywhere. Probably the wrong way. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing clearly. There we go. Alright, look. Like that. There we go. So now it's in the deleted, you see it? And then you got this right here that helps you to like adjust as you go. So that's how they want you to dispose of it. It's not gonna come out. Safety proof. Perfect for people that might be clumsy, people that might have kids, you know, cousins, nieces, nephews, animals. Like I said, I keep everything in my toolbox. Y'all seen my toolbox on my previous episodes. So I think episode 4. All right, if y'all want to see one of my toolbox that I use. But yeah, let's get back to the steps. Real quick, gang. So I got a couple issues that I gotta go over and fix. All right, so I gotta make sure I put these pieces in a little bit better, which I am gonna do that. As y'all can see, I measured this last piece wrong. I must have had a miscalculation of some sort. That piece way smaller than that, right? So I gotta cut a new piece or cut this piece. Probably gonna cut a new piece because it's caulk everywhere. Okay, then get the piece that fit. But the issues I'm having is clearly it ain't fitting like to a T. A lot of these stairs got this right here going on. Hold on, see that? This right here, that little piece right here. That's stopping me from putting this piece on all the way, and that was the problem with a couple of these stairs. So I'm gonna fix that problem and get it a little more flat surface on each stair. And then I'm going to cut that little piece and get it to fit a little more perfectly than that. And then as far as these gap goes that's in between the two, once I get it as close as possible that I can to the other strip, we either gonna put that black caulk in between it and then kind of like sand it or something. I'm gonna come up with something, y'all, to make it look nice. But I haven't completely got it figured out yet. But a lot of that resistance that I'm getting to where it's not laying down completely flat is from the tile, the end of the tile, where I probably either am going to cut it with a blade or I'm going to most likely cut it with a blade. That's the easiest thing, right? Take the blade, cut those little pieces off that's sticking out, and then try to stick it a little better, and then smooth that caulk out so it's not black caulk sticking out. And then after that, I'll go from there as far as the gaps, all right? Also going to nail it. So we're going to get to it, gang. Yeah, the light did die, so it might be a little dark in certain areas, but it ain't going to stop us. All right, let's go. Alright, y'all, just that simple. In there. So, what I'm gonna do next, hammer this stuff down. Alright, get it flat as I can. And then we're gonna blade this thing up. Or we're gonna blade up in certain areas, then hammer it down. You know, do it as we go. Alright. So let's get to it. Alright, simple as 1, 2, 3, y'all. So we finally got this in place just a little bit better. So now from here, I'm gonna nail a couple of these pieces down, and then we're gonna get into the coke situation where we probably will put a little bit of black coke in between the gaps to make it like a little bit, you know, cover the white. I really don't have to do that. I probably should, no, because I don't really want to mess it up. I was gonna say if I spray paint it, but I might can paint it. That might be better than doing coke. So that's probably what I do. I probably do the paint right here. See where you see like a little bit of white. I don't know if y'all can see for real. Let me get this real quick. See that? All right, you see the white? So that white line on each of these is an indication that, you know, we didn't cut it right. You know, we didn't get the measurements right at the time, or that we, here, I'll say this, we put an extra piece of strip, right? So we don't want nobody to tell that we did that. So I'm thinking maybe paint it black first, see how it look, because it's pretty much even for the most part. And then places where I might see too much of a gap, with like this one right here. To me, that's too much of a gap. Right here, right there. See that? That's too much of a gap, too much space. Where I'll see too much space, I'll put the black coke. Okay, because the paint may not be able to cover that, right? And then I'll paint over it. So maybe places where I see too much of a gap, I put a little bit of black coat and then some paint to make it a little even. But that's going to take like that's going to take me putting this piece of camera down and really focusing, because otherwise it's going to look tacky. And, you know, we're trying to steer away from tacky right now because, you know, it's already minimum budget, you know, so we want to look good. All right, so let me go to that next step. And then once I get done with that, I clean it off. We'll let it dry, clean it off, get the caulk that might be sticking out, you know, that's noticeable, clean that up, and then we polish it, and then we got a completed stair. All right, so almost done, y'all. All right, gang, so real quick, we get our tools. Y'all should be familiar with the nail gun by now, all right, because I used it last time. We already know what type of time we on with this, all right? So we got that good and ready to go. Hold on, y'all, because clearly I'm not prepared, right? And then we got this right here. This is the battery. Boom. All right, we're going to use the 18-volt battery for this situation. Should be more than enough, right? Real quick, I'm going to check the clip, make sure we got nails in there, because with no nails, there's no nailing, right? All right, so I'm going to pull it. I only got one hand, clearly, because I'm trying to multitask, right? I hate to be a bad example. We're going to put the camera down and really focus. So we loaded, pretty much fully loaded, probably enough to get this particular job done. We shouldn't need too many nails, maybe 2 to 3 on each one, because, you know, small pieces. But of course, never keep your hand on the trigger while you loading or whatever you doing, things like that. Don't keep your hand right there. But me, I was trying to just get it done because I'm working with like a very small space, as you can see. And so let's go ahead and get the nailing once again. If y'all notice, it's lit up. I got a it was kind of dim in this area, so y'all can see better. I did put an extra light in the way so y'all can see better. So y'all might see it in the background, but however, it's not the most important part of the project. The nailing is. So we're gonna go up to the top, start from 1, go all the way down to 9, and from there we're gonna go to the next thing. Alright gang, so y'all seen a couple of issues I had with it, but as far as this piece I just did, y'all see how it flew off? It basically kind of broke. I'm not gonna let it fall off though. So what I'm gonna do, because I really don't want to have to, I'm probably not gonna be able to get that nail out because it's so close. Look y'all, this the nail. It went through. You probably can't see it, but I'm gonna hammer it. As far as that piece, I'm gonna try to save it, and I'm just gonna caulk it, you know, just try to glue it on or super glue it on. Leave the nail part alone. It's too small. It's too small for me to nail it, and I don't want it to crack in, then I gotta redo the whole little strip. So the little skinnier pieces, I'll just let it be. Alright, I'm gonna try to nail this nail in. If not, pull the nail out. It's probably gonna be hard for me to pull the nail out with this hammer, this little old rusty hammer. So if I can't pull it out with the hammer, this little micro nail, I'll just nail it. I'll just glue that piece. Alright, and we'll just call it a day, right? And then we're going to the next one. Only got 2 more left, y'all. Alright, y'all, so that's another one I'm just gonna let be. Too small, can't nail it. This thing is so heavy. I would need something smaller, lighter to do that job, to make it super neat. So I'm gonna work around it. Real quick, I'm just gonna show y'all. When you work in them small spaces, it's a little annoying, but we're gonna talk about it, okay? This is big and bulky. Alright, like I said, I probably need something smaller for that little small part of this job. So when you that tight against the wall, the staircase, whatever you want to call it, this is sticking out. That's not good. The battery add weight to it for sure. Strength really ain't got much to do with it. It's just a simple fact of it's small spaces. This thing is so bulky. Alright, and when you get to getting close, you see how close I am to that wall, this space right here. Okay, it's only so much I can do. This thing right here was definitely in the way, like I just showed y'all. And also, what else was in the way was, yeah, it was really just this piece. But it was in the way when I tried to do the top and the bottom. I had to literally turn this thing upside down like this so I could be on this side instead of this side. Because this side is more bulky with this little switch thing over here. This little gray switch thing right there. That made it awkward for me to put the nails in. It wasn't fun. On top of that, these little pieces were slipping. So the pieces that were slipping is going to be glued. I'm not going to try to keep putting nails in it because it's just going to break up and just be all over the place. Now I got to cut it again. And I'm trying to avoid that. I already kind of put wear and tear on a couple of these that didn't want to go, as y'all see. But for the most part, most of them was a success. I got at least 7 out of 9 to stick with the nail. And then I'm going to go over it with the caulk to get it to stick. And if it's still acting a little weird after a while, once it dry up, of course, maybe we'll put some super glue and move on to painting. Closer and closer to the finishing touch of the stair, okay? We are done with the brand nail right now, so we don't have to worry about the nail for the rest of this project until I start, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna put no wood or nothing. Most likely, I told you I'm just gonna clean the sides, paint it, get it looking brand new. So yeah, the nail, we shouldn't need the brand nailer, all right? So y'all won't see this until my next project where I need it. But works great, get the job done. Let's figure out what we're gonna do with these gaps. Most likely a little caulk, then paint, like I said. And let's get to it. Hold on, y'all. trying to get my thing together. Game! Alright, hope y'all enjoyed my video as much as I did. I'm probably going to watch this video a few times because I really like this video. It really piqued my interest. I hope it piqued yours. I hope you like it. I hope you share it. Okay? Next episode. I'm not going to promise, but I think that will be the episode where you really see the finished product in its entirety. But thank y'all for rocking with. Hopefully you learned something. Alright? I'll catch y'all in a minute.